Hey everybody, how's it going? Uh, John here with What If I Could, Scroll Saw Woodwork Design, whatever have you. How's everybody doing tonight? We're continuing on with the cat paw ornaments that I started earlier this afternoon. I got an echo off somebody, and I wonder who that is. Probably Jameson. And so we're going to finish with those, and then I'll start that dog portrait up that I was talking about earlier. If you didn't catch the earlier video, go check it out. It's pretty funny, especially with Drill Sergeant Deering there. Wait, wait, Sergeant Major Deering, and it's quite the hoot that he had over there. Shay was there, Herb was there, everybody in the chat. We had an awesome time. One of my ornaments broke though. I'm not happy over that. There's I found four of the pieces for it. So I'll recut another one of those. In the chat with us tonight, we got Herb. There he is. Say, hey, Herb.
Hello, folks. How y'all doing this evening?
And we got Larry and Mac over in the chat right now. And we all know where we can find Herb, don't we?
Yeah,
Sure,
Facebook,
sure we do.
YouTube, Instagram, John's place, Charles's place, Nick, Stacy's, whoever let me in the front door, I'm there.
Cool.
Billy.
And talking about Billy, there he is.
Ho ho.
Say hey, Billy. Hey, Billy, where's your card? Show everybody your card where they can find you at.
Oh, well.
Oh, Disney have it ready. There we go.
It's kind of hard to see from that distance, but there it is. Alamo City Diverse Creations. Oh, but you can find me on Facebook, Billy A. Burt Sr. You can find me on Instagram under the Messy Studio, and YouTube, either the Messy Studio or Billy Burt. It's B-U-R-T, just like Reynolds, only I'm better looking.
That's for sure. And
okay,
we also,
you got. I'm sorry. You got
yeah. Let me introduce.
And Jamie's muted.
Jameson first. After he meets himself here. Go ahead, Jim.
Yep. My name is Jameson Shoot. You can find me Jameson Shoot on Facebook or Sergeant Shoot Wood Creations, also on Facebook, and Engine Monkey 32 on YouTube.
And you usually find all of us over on other people's videos and chats over at Charles or Wesley, even Jay at Wooden Things Down Under, and Nick Flamin' Turner and Stace Makes. And we got a bunch of people in the chat. I'm going to say quick hey to Mike and Larry and Mac and hey Mimi. And we got and Pat. I see Pat there. Carrie. You know what I need to do? I need to grab one of those romper room mirrors.
Barry Lloyd.
Yeah, and Barry Lloyd, new here but have lurked. Hey Barry, how's it going? Welcome to the show. And if you guys got any questions or anything else, throw them in the chat there. Well, Leonard Davis is making an appearance as well over on Facebook. Mike, he prefers to be found with a pretty lady on his lap. that's Billy for sure.
Of course.
Yeah, so I was saying I got one cat paw ornament done. I'm just working on the other two right now over here, and then I'll get started on that dog portrait. I'm doing directly off a photo, so you guys can see how that's doing. I'm doing that. Shay will be joining us later. She's still scrolling, so she'll be joining us later on. Enjoy the chat along, ask questions or whatever. Anything else, let us know. Oh, Barry, you're from Alberta? Wow. I probably knew that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Canadians, I got a phone call today from Ontario.
And?
Ontario, Canada.
And?
I don't know who that was, and I didn't answer.
Why not?
I don't know. Because I was busy insulating my doghouse.
We're all friendly up here.
She's doing all right, Mac. Thank you. She's been in her room resting or playing her game or something all day, staying away from me.
I was gonna say, did you
yeah.
isolate her from the rest of the crew in the house?
Well, the rest of the crew is me,
Well,
me and the dogs.
I don't know who's there.
Yeah, it's just me and her and the dogs. And yeah, she stays pretty much in the bedroom, or has most of the day.
Did you
So
go
does
down?
that mean you're sleeping on the couch now?
Oh no, I moved to another bedroom last night.
Oh, okay.
Did you go down?
Yeah, I just spent a week on the couch, so that's why I asked.
Did I what, John?
Go down and get tested today.
Yeah, first thing this morning I was negative. I'll probably go back in next week and get another one unless I start feeling bad between now and then.
Cool.
But so far, we be jamming, man.
Prayers with you, Billy, because I know what
Thank you.
the basic quarantine part of it is, and it sucks.
Yeah, no joke.
So Barry says he's from Sundre. That's a good 6-hour drive. It's not that bad. Between Red Deer and Calgary. What's the weather like down there? I know it's warm up here today, but snowing. Still snowing. But it got so warm all the snow came off my roof today. So I was happy about that. Mimi says, John, why would my press and seal pull up off the wood? Why would my press and seal pull up off the wood?
Sounds like she's not getting a good contact or something.
Yeah, not enough adhesion on your wood. When I'm going to do my portrait here, I'll show you. I'll show everybody again how I do mine, just so you can see it.
If her wood wasn't dust free to start with, that could do it too.
Yeah, that's going to cause problems too. But I know that some people have had problems when they first started out that they're actually putting on an upside down. I'm not saying you put it on an upside down. I'm just saying some people have put it on upside down. But, oh, where's my little clamp? There it is.
Thank you, Mac. Yeah, you can keep that white stuff, Barry.
Yeah, exactly. Larry, can I get a link? Larry, you can get a link as long as you don't have any issues with your hookup and stuff, and you don't keep walking out on us. So I'll send you a link, and we'll see what's going to happen with your hookups and stuff. Just let me know.
Hopefully he's sleeping, Mike. He asked where Master Sergeant Deering was.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh,
Was that Master Sergeant in the chair force?
oh, you so missed that this morning, Jameson. You should watch my
Oh, it
video.
was hilarious.
I'll watch it later.
Barry, you're looking to buy a new scroll saw. Go check out Windsor Plywood. Windsor Plywood's got deals on their the new King Canada ones, which are similar to the Excaliburs. Or if you go to Edmonton, Lee Valley, the ones they got. You or check out Canadian Woodworker in Edmonton. Just off Argyle at 99th there. They got good deals on there on scroll saws too.
You got JJ and E says, hi, everyone. New here. I think his name's Jim, if I ain't mistaken.
Hello, GG. Welcome to the show. Looking at a Pegasus. Check with you're looking at a Pegasus. Check with Bear Woods. I know they ship out of Vancouver. Mike said he had tears in his eyes. Of course you did. We were all having such a blast.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. I was being there would have been more fun, I guarantee you.
Well, I sent you the link, Larry, so just see if you can get in.
Yeah, I got Jim Short.
Leonard Davis on Facebook says he got a bottom knife for $2 to press down the sheet to the wood. I just use a vinyl, plastic vinyl squeegee, or you can use a credit card, or you can use a piece of wood. A piece of scrap wood works too. Yeah. So Barry, there's two things with King Canada. You got King Canada and you got King Industrial. King Industrial is the top end, which is closer to the general brand. King Canada is the lower end, like Skill. But the guys at Windsor Plywood, who used to sell the general, are now selling the King brand. And they're like, yeah, get the King Industrial because I know the King Industrial, the King Canada comes in the 16 inch, but the King Industrial comes in the 21 inch, which is the better brand, which is the better one to get. But I would check at Canadian Woodworker as well, or check on Bear Woods because like I said, they do ship out of Vancouver because they got their Vancouver office now. And I know on their website on bearwoods.ca, they're all in Canadian prices, so you don't pay the American prices or in shipping as well. Always trying to be helpful.
The King Industrial looks almost exactly, well, it does. It looks exactly like an Excalibur.
Yep. Yeah. There's also the what's the Excelsior, I think is the name on it.
And I can get an Excalibur EX21 for less than I can get a King Industrial of the same size.
I know some places, like if you shop around on eBay, you can still find the Excalibur 21s still brand new in boxes that were older stock, but I think they're the newer ones that were made in China though, and not the original ones that were made in Canada.
Yeah, this one's on Amazon, $5.99. EX21.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Oh, hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Yeah, you
Howdy.
you got to turn one of your devices off. You echo.
You got to turn one of your devices off. You echo.
I had to turn my speakers down. If I hook up them headphones I got, then it's gonna cut everything out, and I ain't gonna be able to hear nothing.
But every time I speak, I can hear an echo on it.
But every time I speak, I can hear an echo.
Yeah, see, it's right there.
Yeah,
How about now?
yeah,
Well, I don't know. I'm going to say something.
yeah,
There.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to say something.
Yeah, see, I can still hear it.
I'm still getting
Give
an
me
echo.
just a minute.
Sounds like a video
I'm
game.
still trying to get used to this stuff.
I thought you had some tech guys come over and fix it all for you.
Sounds like a video game.
You got two windows open though, right?
I thought you had some
Like, mute your YouTube.
for you.
It should be fine.
You got two windows open though, right?
I got Facebook and StreamYard open.
Mute your YouTube.
Close your Facebook then.
I closed YouTube out. I got Facebook and StreamYard up.
Because you're checking your audio mixer because you're getting. I'm getting an echo from one of them.
He probably needs to mute Facebook.
Yeah, because Larry, I can hear my scroll saw in your audio.
Close your Facebook then.
Okay, how's that?
Well, I gotta wait for a second because there's a delay on it.
That better?
Because you're.
No, I can still hear it. Do you hear it?
Your audio.
I hear it.
Because you're getting. I'm getting an echo from one of the.
Yeah, you're all.
It's probably coming from the mic. I got to turn the echo off.
I hear it.
Yeah, because Larry, I can hear my scroll saw in your audio.
Okay, give me just. I'm working on it, John. Y'all hang in there.
We're gonna wait for a second because there's a delay on it. No, I can still hear it. Do you hear it?
Yeah, you need to turn the sound off on your Facebook, Larry. If you've got his live up on Facebook,
Yeah.
then you need to make the speaker look like an X.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you need to turn the sound off on your Facebook, Larry. If you've got his live up on Facebook,
I just closed Facebook.
make the speaker look like an X.
Yeah. See, and also Larry, the thing is, you're answering the echo questions rather than the actual questions themselves being asked to you. If that makes sense.
That any better?
Nope, we still hear it.
Shaylee says she's at the store. She'll jump on when she gets home.
What kind of store you got, Shay? she's at the leather pants cleaning store.
Were those leather?
Yeah, well, they're pleather, but they were leather pants. She says they're easy for her to wear because she can stand up and just wipe them right off. Eh?
Yeah.
How's that? That better?
Okay, fellas, I'm back.
Yeah, I don't think I can hear an echo now.
Yeah, I can't either.
That's better. Can you hear us directly now, though?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Can you hear me directly, though?
Larry, can you hear me?
We got to wait for a couple
Hello?
seconds. We got to wait for a couple seconds.
I had to turn the echo cancellation on. Yeah, I can hear.
See, it still
Yeah,
still
I can
sounds
hear
like
y'all.
it still sounds like you're answering the questions that are echoing off to you.
Hang on.
Because there's a delay. There's a delay in the audio that you're hearing on your end.
Max says, pick up some chocolate something while you're there, Shaylee, LOL. She says it's been an interesting night. Cops just left. Why?
Because she's too sexy. She probably set off the fire alarms because she's too hot in those pants. Ah, she got hot pants on.
Max says, yeah, the leather pants actually make sense
Is that
when
better?
she tells us why she wears them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear an echo now.
You're still echoing, Larry.
Okay. How about now?
Oh no, we got to give it a second here. See if we can hear it or not.
All right.
Okay, tell you what. Let me know what number you hear me on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
$10.
I'm at
I
20
heard you
now.
on about 10.
Yeah.
Okay, you're at
that's,
20. I hear you on 20.
that's a 10-second delay.
Okay. I got my echo cancellation on, but I don't know what else I need to do.
Because the thing is that with the 10-second delay, you're answering questions late when everybody else has already started talking again on the next questions, and that's what screws the feed up, right?
Yeah, we got some bad weather in the area too. And I'm operating off of a satellite.
Well, that's got to be it. It's the satellite because it's so far away from where you are.
Shaylee says someone called that they were my daughter and suicidal and said she called the crisis line, but she didn't. And at the same time, Van started top Roman on fire. So the house stunk and the cops were there. And now at the store, so much for sawing, LOL.
What?
Wow.
No kidding. I'm
Damn
back.
kids. Damn kids, you might just want to beat them all.
Yeah, but someone claiming her daughter called the suicide hotline and it wasn't her daughter.
Yeah. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. It's always excitement at Shay's house. Yeah, exactly, Jameson. I know exactly what you're talking about. You should have been here back in the beginning when everything first started happening.
What'd you say?
I didn't hear Jameson say anything.
No.
I
was answering. I was answering Jameson in a message that he sent.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I got you.
yeah, you had me as confused as a termite in a yo-yo.
Yeah, you got me confused too.
I'm like, huh?
I guess that's kind of
Exactly.
that's not any worse than when you message a teacher that's doing Zoom for your second grade daughter's class, asking her if she is pregnant, and then all of a sudden in the middle of her Zoom, she goes, "Oh yeah, Jameson, I am. I'm due in May." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Right in the middle of second grade class.
Shaylee said she answered the door covered in sawdust, wearing her hot pants. They were like, "You're not Madison, are you?" LOL. She said, "Yeah, she's just super confused."
She said hot pants.
I
Because
wish she's listening to y'all.
Yes, she's listening.
I'm gonna mute myself again so you don't hear my sawdust.
That right there is funny. That's funny right there.
I noticed in that video, your last live,
Yeah.
you had trouble keeping the cam for the blade tensioner. That the cam kept slipping back. Is that an issue that common on the saw, or just with a particular blade?
Oh, this tensioner right here.
Yeah.
No, it kept popping up every once in a while because the
Right.
thing is it's actually upside down, and I'm just too lazy to actually go fix it properly because I got to I got to basically pull this whole head off.
Yeah.
I got to pop this roll pin out,
Right.
flip that back over, and put it back in. So in the meantime, all I have I have some an emery board with some sandpaper underneath of it, just to give the back end some grip on it. That's all.
Why don't you just change it out to a Pegasus?
Because I tried one of those Pegasus blade clamp holders and I don't like them. Jeff has them on his EX, and his EX21. And I was over there at his house. I tried them, and he likes it, but I don't like them at all because it has this. It's basically the exact same as what I have here, but there's an actual spring on the back side of the blade holder, so that when you clamp it in, when you go to unclamp it, it pops the blade out towards you.
Yeah.
And when you go to put it back in, you actually need more pressure to put it in because you had to push back on the spring. And the problem with my thumb that I cut off, I don't have feeling in it, so it's hard to determine how far back it actually is.
Yeah. She said, Mac asked her, yeah, I bet she is. Does she have any idea who called? Then Shaylee said, haha, well, that's what you called them. Hot pants.
Well, they are hot pants.
And then she said, no clue. She had Billy issues, so I think was one of those girls. What do you mean she had Billy issues?
Maybe it's bully. But you are
maybe.
reading it as she wrote it, and then I had that on Jay's earlier.
I bet it is. I bet it's bully. I didn't think of that. Thanks, Jameson.
No.
Well, like we were instructed by Mr. Charles that we're supposed to read it as they write it, and then if we don't say it right, then they'll correct us.
And then Max says, "You're probably right, Shaylee. Kids can be terrible. Yeah, these days especially."
Yeah.
And she said, "You're probably yeah." And Max says, "Bully issues, Billy. LMAO." Yeah.
Billy, go to your room and get your glasses.
I'm wearing my damn glasses.
I'm thinking she might have Billy issues because she's probably got a Santa fetish like her mom does. Billy issues.
You need my magnifying glass there, Billy?
No.
Okay.
Hey, I think there is a way that you can magnify the font on your computer screen there, Billy.
I'll be right back.
Shay says, funny thing, she doesn't even have phone service, just uses Wi-Fi, so doesn't have a phone number to call from.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, to go along with what Shay's going through, we had an incident like that at our house not too long ago. It wasn't so much the bullying, but my oldest daughter, she got a lot of depression and whatnot. And for some crazy reason, she decided to line up all her medicine bottles on her bed and take a Snapchat of it and post it on a stream. Next thing we know, we're sitting there watching TV or watching live or something. Next thing we know, we got a cop at our back door. Like, what? I mean, I'm grateful that somebody out in internet world went and called them. I appreciate that, but dang gum.
Yeah. Shaylee said, sorry, LOL, bully. Autocorrect keeps changing it to Billy.
No, it was Billy. She's got Billy issues.
Autocorrect hates me or loves me. One of the two. I don't know.
Probably depends on the time of day.
Hello, Steve Combs.
Hey, Steve, how's it going, buddy? Oh, Jameson, here you go. Jameson, you got to watch the screen for a second. I'll give you one of these long story short things.
You ain't burnt those up yet?
No, not yet. My fireplace is down in the basement, and it takes a while for Kira to get it going.
Put another log on the fire and tell me why you're
I'm back.
leaving me.
Well, I'll be burning these probably tomorrow night when we have a fire.
Earth to Jameson.
Jameson, are you there? That's fine. I'll show him later.
Max says, Steve, I think John had something to eat and a nap. He isn't as grumpy now, LOL.
The hell
Well,
you
you
talking about? You guys don't
I
know
didn't-
nothing.
I didn't
John's
notice
got a
that-
shot glass holder in his other hand.
I didn't notice that John I didn't notice you were grumpy.
I wasn't grumpy, but we started talking about baking and Italian desserts, and Shay started talking about cookies and baking and all kinds of stuff.
Okay,
and I'm
guys,
like,
I'm gonna have to go back to YouTube and type because this ain't working again.
all right. Thanks. Thanks for
well-
stopping by and trying it out, though, Larry.
Sorry, Larry. Barry says, have lost family members to suicide. You will probably be the last to know they feel that way. I'm sorry to hear that, Barry. And Mac Pierce says,
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that,
understand,
Barry.
I understand that, and it's the same with anybody really.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lost buddies to the that 21 days thing that we all hear about on Facebook, and you would think they're just like the way we are right now, just happy-go-lucky, or a little bit sad every once in a while, but not that far along that you would think that they're going to do something stupid, and you never can tell.
Yeah. Hello, John Bradley. And
Hello,
Shay
John
says,
Bradley.
Shay says, I'm sure they thought I was a hot mess. Well, you are a hot mess, Shay. Covered in sawdust, fire in the kitchen, didn't know where my daughter was. Crying, laughing was her little emoji.
Yeah.
I'm a hot mess and there's a fire in the kitchen. That sounds like a good song, actually, Shay. It's gonna be Shay's theme song.
Yeah, I'm sure the cops that come out to my house thought my wife was nuts because she just went running across the yard hollering for our daughter.
Steve
Yeah, she-
Nealon in the house. Hello, Steve.
Hey,
Hello,
Steve.
Steve.
Hey, Johnny B.
Sorry, James. Back to you, sir.
No, go ahead. No, all I was saying was he probably thought that my wife was off her rocker because as soon as she found out what he was there for, she was hollering all the way across the house to get her out there and figure out what she was doing.
Shaylee said, sorry to hear that. Madison and I are super close, so that makes me feel confident. So, okay. She talks to me about everything. Barry said, thanks. Don't mean to bring anybody down. I'm sure if they could undo things, they would. Larry says, I give up.
Yeah.
Everybody saying hi to Larry and hi to Steve. And Larry says, I think it's something to do with StreamYard. Could be, Larry. Leonard says, Shaylee, guess you'll need to write that into a song. Dave says, hey, from near Dave Weber's in. Says
Hey,
hello
Dave. How's it
from
going again?
near Kenilworth, Ontario again.
That's who called you.
Yeah, Jameson. It was Dave.
Well, it could have been Dave. It could have been Johnny B. It could have been. There's a lot of guys from Ontario that could have called.
Right. Cade's not in Ontario, is he?
You. Who?
Cade the Turner.
Cade.
Jay the Turner? No, he's in Australia.
Cade.
Cade.
Cade. Yes, he is. He's just outside Toronto.
Well, see, the funny thing is, I don't have my number on Facebook, and he never asked me for it, so I don't know. That's why I never answered. I never left a message either.
He's
Dave
in
said, John,
Belleville, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dave said, John, are these paws kicking your butt or what?
No, I had one break on me. Then I went in and I had dinner. I had a snack. Basically, what did I have? Like six hot dogs, a cheese roll, like 8 slices of Swiss cheese, and then half a jar of pickles. So I'm okay. And then
Hey, John,
and then I took a nap.
are you pregnant?
6 hot dogs as a snack.
Yeah, 6 hot dogs as a snack.
Larry said, my
John, are
computer's
you
kind of
pregnant?
old too, LOL.
You can't ask a woman that.
No, I'm not pregnant. It's a glandular problem.
It's just baby fat.
How
can't dare you get rid of ask it.
Yeah, my pregnancy apparently is terminal.
What do you got, the Michelin baby there, Billy?
Yeah.
It's not a 6-pack, it's a 24.
Larry says it works good like this. I don't know if it might be the mic.
Got a hot mic.
Max says I was going to ask him that, Jameson, LOL.
Where was that? All right, down here.
I don't know.
You guys are watching the stream. You got to know where I was at.
Scrolling Annie.
See if I can keep the dot on this one. I lost the one on Frankie, but I got to recut that one anyway. So it snapped apart on me.
Yeah, eye dots are a pain in the rear.
There we go. So I wonder if Charles is going to go on. I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Larry, are you talking with live edge or bark side up on the wood? Bark side up. I don't know because it depends on what. It depends on the type of wood that you're cutting. Because like if you're cutting like cedar or elm, right? Like your bark could be up to 2 inches thick. Depends on the tree itself. This is only 3/4 inch. This is a 3/4 inch slab, like off cut off a limb. But you see the bark on the side here, because it could be up to an inch thick in one spot, because you're not sure how it's going to lay on the tree, right? Because like I said, like if you look at this side here, it's only like 4 inches across, but this side's like 6 inches across on the back side. I don't think I would cut bark on my pattern though. Like live edge is different because it's on the outside edge. You're not worried about that. Unless you stabilize it somehow. And that way you don't have to worry about losing your pattern on it. That's only if you're scrolling it, I would think. I know people that turn live edge bowls, like Billy, when you turn live edge bowls, you basically make it like you make it a wing bowl though, right?
Well, yeah, it looks kind of, it ends up looking like an oval in one direction, and it looks kind of like it has wings if you look at it from the side.
Yeah.
I love turning live edge.
Speaking of patterns, I finally got done with that angel flight cutout. And dadgummit, I don't know what I was thinking when I put that stack together, but I put double-sided sticky tape in between the two. Boy, there was that a pain in the rear to get off. I still got the junk to get off of it now.
Right. Okay. So talking about that.
And this was before all your videos.
Okay. So talking about that, about the stacking and everything else. So a couple errors when you're when you're stacking wood. When you're stacking wood and you're using let me adjust this camera right here. If you're stacking wood and you're using double-sided tape, try to keep your your tape out of your pattern.
Yeah.
because after I cut these and I was splitting these, it took me hours and hours to get the double-sided tape off, because like I said, I had to strip down the center and strip down each side here when I stacked them. And the problem is that it took me hours to peel all the tape off. So if you're gonna use double-sided tape, use it on the outside waist edge.
Yeah.
That way you don't wreck your piece to begin with. And
you want a trick?
Yes.
Blue painter's tape. Put blue painter's tape on both sides that you want to stick together, and then run a bead of super glue on the blue painter's tape, and that way you're sticking the painter's tape to the painter's tape, and the painter's tape will come off of both pieces easily after you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, these have been sitting around for a while, so I don't know what I was thinking way back when.
And also when you go to drill your stack, make sure you use a drill press, because as you can see, let me orientate these first this way. as you can see, these didn't line up when I went to drill them all the way through
Right.
because I just drilled them by hand when they were one full stack. And another thing is my wood on these all split and chipped out. Like I said, like I get pieces that broke right off on me. Pieces were too close. My holes were too close to the edge. So they chipped right out, and I get major chipping on the back of these as well. So these are all garbage. And I actually drilled these all individually, one piece at a time, because I took my offcut stacks that I had, drilled through, and my Forstner bit actually burned all the way through, as you can see on a couple of these, the burn mark from my Forstner bit. And I had chip out and breakouts on all these, and I did these individually. So they're all garbage now. So that was a good waste of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to laminate up some 2x12. So I'll cut them out of 2x12s. I'll do single stacks because they're going to be so thick, and I'll use a spade bits instead to do my smaller holes. I'll use spade bits to the one side, and I'll use the 1.25 inch spade bit for the back side, and then I'll glue them together. So that way it'll be a full 3 inches thick. That we're going to worry about it typically topping over, but I'll still put a cross brace on the bottom. That way the bottles will still stick in from each side.
Right.
So that'll solve that problem, but they won't be done for Christmas.
No.
Still not a big deal though.
Nah, Steve, I used pretty much Gorilla double-sided tape. So that was the second mistake I made.
Yeah,
But like I said, I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, because I had brad nails out in my waist. And I didn't have a whole lot of big open spaces that would make the piece fall apart. Otherwise, I do like Charles and brad nail through them, mark them so that I know to leave those alone for a while. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I know I won't do it again.
Herb, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Just checking on you.
I was just sitting back here listening and listening to the wife. Hello, Steve. What you thinking about, John?
Oh, I got somebody's asking me questions about she actually lives down in Calgary. Her name's Ashley Cousins. She's not related. She's a new scroller, and she's having issues with her blade holder right now. So I'm just asking her if she wants to come on and watch us, and she can ask us online actually. Then we can all help her out.
Well, maybe not all.
Well, most of us.
I'm not a scroller.
Neither am I, but I'm faking it.
Well, I know one thing that I had issues with when I got this Delta was that it's got the tensioner, the latch, and then it's got the tensioner up top, and I couldn't figure out why my blade kept popping out. Come to find out, you got that little bitty nut on the side that you got to tighten up for the smaller blades and loosen up for the bigger blades. But I don't know what issues she's having with hers.
Explain that again.
Okay. On the edge of my Delta, on the front for the clamp, you got the two clamps, and then on my right side, you got a nut that tightens those clamps up. So when you close the latch on the side, it'll be tight on the blades. But when you put in, say, a number 3 flat blade, it needs to be tighter, so you have to sit there and tighten the nut. But then when you put in a number 5 flat blade, you need it a little looser, otherwise that won't close. And I didn't know that right away until I lost a few blades.
Oh,
Yeah, on that Craftsman, every once in a while, I got to take the set screw out and file it down a little bit to make the edge flat because sometimes the set screws round off.
Right.
Max says, Herb, we worry when you're quiet. It usually means you're in trouble because you're cooking up some mischief, lol.
Nah, I'm not cooking up. The only thing I'm cooking up some egg noodles.
Oh yeah, we were cooking up some plan to get at Charles tonight on the show.
I was going to play a drunk soldier. That's very. What did you say,
Yes,
sir?
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to watch your video from earlier.
Have my hat and glasses all crooked.
Whoa.
Oh, relax. It's fine.
Man, I thought I'd fallen out of the damn
I
chair.
fall down.
So, how much does your camera holder have to drink today?
Not
enough.
enough, player. What was that guy that played the drunk? Oh, Foster Brooks.
I used to could imitate him pretty good. I haven't done it in a long time and I've lost it.
You know, he could actually play a good drunk, and he never drank a day in his life.
Wasn't Red Skelton the same way though?
Yeah.
Barry Lloyd says, all I do when I stack cut is wrap blue tape around everything. When I do outside edges, I replace tape as I cut it off.
Hello, Russ Meadows.
Rusty?
Hello, Squiddo.
Yeah, Barry, I was just showing different ways of how to do it, and I obviously did it wrong. John is not right at everything. Just saying. So now you all know. Don't tell Charles that I'm not always right.
Then you really give him a big head if you tell him that John's not always right.
Yeah. Oh, I told you so. I told you so.
How come Russ didn't come in?
He's probably in Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Larry said lefties are always right. Does that mean righties are always left? Russ said wifey's making too much noise. Well, hold your hand over her mouth for crying out loud, Russ.
Tell me Teresa's making too much noise. I find that hard to believe. Well, no, Barry, that's a good idea because, like we'll say, there's a lot of different ways to do. There's a lot of different ways to achieve one final outcome. I've shown probably 6 different ways to stack cut wood, how to make attachments and stuff.
Okay, now I can hear.
Got that car key out of your ear, did you?
No, it was toenail clippers.
Oh,
So God forbid you keep Q-tips over here on the desk. Somebody thinks they got to play with them.
Damn, Joey.
Yeah, you go buy him expensive toys, he won't play with them. But you give him a string or a Q-tip, he's happy.
Exactly. It's like cheaper just to buy the box than just to buy the whole toy.
Of course, she gave him some catnip the other night. I think kind of fried his little brain.
You guys seen all these guys that are on Facebook marketplaces selling PS5 boxes for $50? Empty
No.
PS5, empty PS5 boxes for $50.
why?
Because they're scamming people.
No, because you know full well all you're doing is buying the empty box, and therefore all you're doing is basically psyching your kids out, thinking they got an $800 brand new PS5, and all they got was an empty box.
Why would you?
Well,
I wouldn't spend $50 on a box.
there's some idiots that got busted here in
There's
Fort Worth
lots of things I can do at $50.
Yeah,
running a scam like that, trying to sell one PlayStation for $500 at a discount.
yeah.
And he was getting an empty box.
So I got one of my contacts on my friends list here, Ashley Cousins. She's a new scroller. She says that if I get the spiral blade in, do I still use the tension arm at the back? Now I can't recall what saw she has. She has a let me scroll back here. I think it's a Ryobi, or yeah, she got a Ryobi.
Long as that blade makes a high C sound.
Yeah. So and then when I turn it on, the blade comes in out of the holder. See, that I'm not sure about, because I'm not too sure on the specifics of a Ryobi saw. But
Yeah, I'm not either.
Well, like I said, that sounds about like my problem I had.
with your Delta, or your Craftsman.
The Delta.
So being a bottom feeder, meaning that the bottom blade clamp is locked in place most of the time. 90% of the time is locked in place, unless I'm doing a lot of pulling forward, then it'll come out. So with your bottom blade locked in place, after you feed your work through and then lower the arm down on the EX21, basically I basically hold it. And you really don't see a lot of this, but because it happens so fast all the time, because I'm so super fast. I basically hold my arm down to put more tension down towards the top of the blade, but you want your blade to be just in line with with the top of your jaw clamp. In order to do that, you basically lower your tension knob at the back. Then when you feed it in and tighten it up, because there's actually two tension knobs on this. I got a front tension knob right here, which will tension my blade up. So I don't know if you can hear that. Right? And then there's a back arm tension knob. And I tighten that one up. That's what you're looking for, is that tight blade sound on there. So Ashley, if that works for you, then that's what you're looking for. Hey Shay.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
So what's
Hey, Shay.
going on? What's going on in the Morehouse?
More how
The Morehouse house?
What's going on in your house tonight?
Oh my gosh. It's been a hot
Hey, John Nave.
So Van, he's like, Mom, can I have top ramen? I'm like, I don't care. So he's like, I'm gonna do it myself. And I'm like, all right. So he puts it in and I I said, I was like, oh, did you put enough water? I kind of smelled something, but not really. And I was like, did you put enough water in it? And he's like, it's kind of sticky. And I was like, oh, yeah, you probably don't put enough hot water in it. And next thing I know, like there's like smoke coming out of the kitchen. And I look over at the microwave and he put no water in it.
Ah,
So he was just cooking the noodles in the microwave.
For 4 minutes. For 4 minutes.
Wow.
So the whole house like stunk, and I just got it full of water, and I stuck it outside because I made it really reeked. And then the doorbell or the doorbell rang. I turned the door, and I like opened the door, and 2 cops are there, and I'm like, they're like, "Are you Madison Beatty?" And I'm like, "No, but that's my daughter." And they're like, "Yeah, she called the suicide line. We're just checking in on her." And I was like, "What?" So then I like ran upstairs. Maddie, like super up, like tells me everything. And I'm like, "What is going on?" So she came down and she was super confused, and my dog's like jumping all over them. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Covered in sawdust. I got crap everywhere because right when you come in is my saw. I'm like. And then we went to the store, and then the card reader wouldn't work, and so I didn't go in. Maddie went in shopping for me, and I'm wearing leather pants. It's like freezing outside, so I didn't go in. And then the card reader wouldn't work, so then I had to go in. I had to rescan all the groceries, so I just got home.
So your hot pants weren't keeping you hot.
No, not.
So we don't.
Crazy.
So we don't know if Charles is awake or whether he's going on tonight at all or not. Now.
I don't think he's gonna wake up. He stayed up way too long.
Yeah.
John, Dave said, so would you recommend spraying for an Excalibur? It's pricey from what I see.
Well, this is my honest opinion. I bought my Excalibur 9 years ago. I've only had to replace one piece on it, which is this piece right here, which is my blade clamp holder, because it actually spun out because I tightened my blade up too much. So basically all I did was pull this clamp off and re-threaded a 1420 bolt into it. It works perfect now. I've never pulled it apart to grease it. I've never opened it up to blow dust out of it, because it actually, when you get it out of the box, it's all sealed and there's nothing wrong with it. I tried to my hose holder, the end piece broke off because it actually caught up onto my thing here one time and it cracked it. That's why I got tape on that. That's the only issues I've ever had with my saw in 10 years. Okay. So, and the other one was my top blade tension holder here. It wore out, so I had to replace that, but it's upside down right now. Those are the only issues I've ever had with my saw. Because of when I bought it, I'm not using it for commercial use, that I have a lifetime warranty on it, which is another thing that is a plus on General Instrument machinery. But now that they're no longer in existence, but the warranties are still, the King Canada was still under the warranty on it. That's the only issues I've ever had with it in 10 years. The one other advantage to the price of your saw, if you get the 21-inch, is the throat depth is awesome, because you can cut up to 21-inch if you're using flat blades, 42-inch if you're using spiral blades, because you can spin it around. So as long as your throat depth is wide enough for you, it comes up to a 30-inch. I think the 30 is way too big, but if you want a bigger saw, then I would put the more money into a bigger saw. You get a bigger table. It's actually a rectangular table. It's a tapered rectangular table. It's a huge surface. I think this is, it's at least 14 inches wide. And this is almost 22 inches long, front to back, or sorry, 24 inches long. So it's a huge table. And the other advantage to the Excalibur is that when you go to tilt your blade for when you're doing bowls. Oh, I have to do a bowl, by the way. So so I gotta remake my table at the back. When you tilt your blade for doing inlays or bowls or vases or whatever have you, your table stays flat and your whole arm rotates, and it rotates left or right, which is another advantage that you have with the Excalibur, which is easy to do with underneath the bottom because it's got one lock pin. Just spin your lock pin and your whole blade, your whole arm rotates where your table stays flat. And when you get it, all your markings are laser engraved on the bottom, and they actually stay where they are. And all you have to do is just use a square it back up again when you adjust it so your blade stays straight, and you lock it back in place. So I think, honestly, in my opinion, I would put the money into the Excalibur because this is actually the third saw that I've owned, and it's lasted the longest. I had a Craftsman. I had 3 Craftsmen in 3 months because it kept crapping out on me. That's why they call it Mastercraft Maximums. That's why they call them Mastercraft. Sold by Canadian Tire. I had a Delta on loan for a bit. I didn't like it at all. So I saved my money up and bought the Excalibur, and it was the best deal I've ever had.
Steve Combs has a comment for Shaylee. LMAO, the neighbor girl, did the exact same thing with the mac and cheese twice. And then he says, so how's your daughter, Shay? And Leonard said, so you took it apart and put it back together wrong. Dave says, does King still make the same saw, though?
Like I said, King makes the Excelsior. Or is that the Seiko Excelsior or the King Canada Excelsior? One or the other. The King Canada, especially the King Industrial 21-inch, is the closest to the Excalibur you're going to get because Excalibur does not exist. But like I said, you can still buy one brand new on Amazon or eBay.
Hey, John.
Right.
Yes.
And
I got a Woodcraft magazine in today for US, and they've got the King Industrial 16-inch saw table made by the Excalibur, who made the Excaliburs, like you said, for about $700 American dollars. Then they got the King Industrial 21-inch for about $900 US.
No, is that just the table, or does it come with the stand? Because mine came with the stand and the foot pedal, and I think I think when I got mine 10 years ago, it was like $2,200.
Yeah, this is just for the industrial, the 21-inch. It comes with the foot pedal, but no stand. Neither one of them come with stands in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the stand is the best part of it too. Well, like you can always build your own stand. You can always mount it on a table too. Depends on how you want to use it too. But with the like I said, mine came with the stand and the foot pedal, and like I said, it was about $2,200. But that was like 10 years ago. And like I said, like the minor issues that I've had with mine, my blower, my set screw, and my tension knob, that's worth it. And by having the lifetime warranty on it, that's even worth it even more.
John Nave said, so John, I have $15 for a new scroll saw. You recommend $1,500? Yeah. So you recommend Excalibur? Can I get a 21-inch for that price?
You can look around. You can probably still get one for that.
I saw an Excalibur, John, a minute ago on Amazon for $5.99.
I would buy it. I would buy it right up. Honestly, I would.
And Chris Nealon is in the house. He says, evening, gentlemen, and Billy.
Hey, Chris. Because I do know that if you do want a Hagner, now Charles works on a Hagner. Advanced Machinery sells Hegner's. Hegner and so an 18-inch with a stand is $1,400. A 22-inch with a stand is $1,600. Now I know these are American prices too, though. Hegner's a good saw. You got to buy those clamp holders for it, though. But Charles swears by them, so.
Yeah, Hagner is a good saw. That's one of the first ones I used. It was, but like you said, you have to buy the extra pieces, the proprietary pieces, like the saw clamps and stuff, or the blade clamps.
Yep. Barry says, I think Seiko is the only one that comes with the stand. Ray at Seiko is giving $100 off plus free shipping in the U.S. Yes, Seiko. The Seiko is the exact Excalibur, because Excalibur come out before the Seiko did, but before they started making the Seikos in China, Ray started doing making changes to the Seiko, and the Seiko is the Excalibur. So if you want to pay the American price for it, great. You know you're going to get an awesome saw, and Ray is the best in service work for anybody for his saws. The thing is, yes, they don't sell in Canada because there's no distribution center in Canada for them. If you want to peg us, then go through Bear Woods in Vancouver under pegas.ca, the Canadian site. You'll actually get it all in Canadian numbers there. So your two major brands are going to be the Seiko and the Pegas saws.
Right now, the Seiko is going for the ST21 is going for $829.
American.
That includes the stand and the digital tilt indicator. Doesn't say anything about a foot pedal, or a foot switch. Yeah, 2-year repair replace warranty. 21-inch throat depth, 16 1/4 by 28-inch table. 8 3/8 inches in front of the blade. If that helps.
See, because I know mine
Plus shipping is free.
I got 4 1/4 inches in front of my blade. Plus, I got my table built onto that too. So
right.
Yeah, free shipping in the States.
Chris Nealon says, love my Seiko, just have to use it more. Yes, free shipping in the States. Barry says, I think Seiko's the only one that comes with a stand. Ray at Seiko's giving $100 off. Oh, you read that one already.
Yeah.
Leonard says Excalibur EX21 and $500 no base. Yeah, I saw one. I think it was $499 or $599 on Amazon, but it didn't have a base.
See, because I don't even know if there's a like I know you guys shop at Woodcraft all the time down there. I don't know if there's a Woodcraft in Toronto or Toronto area. I think there might be. I know there's not out here. All we have out here is Lee Valley.
John Nave says, "Oh God, the choice is UGG."
Yeah, and what I've seen from Lee Valley, they have awesome stuff, but they've got awesome prices too.
See, but I do know that what a lot of people don't talk about as well is the Jet scroll saw. Now, Jet is a really good brand too. Jet lathe is like you can't beat a Jet lathe. You can't beat a Jet table saw because they are made for industrial use. Now, I've only seen a Jet 21-inch. It's a 22-inch scroll saw one time, and I've never. You don't hear about people buying Jets, but scroll saws, but you hear about people buying Klingspor, for example, like Russ just said, Klingspor, and also the Axminster. Axminster is actually rebranded Excalibur over in the UK. So, just so you know. But I have seen good reviews on the Jet scroll saw, and I think it's a 22-inch instead of a 21. As opposed to the ever popular DeWalt 488, which everybody is always asking questions on how to maintain it and how to maintenance it, and why did my switch burn out, and why does my control knob not work, and how do I access the fuse in the back? So I would stay away from DeWalt, honestly.
The
Yeah, the Jet 22-inch scroll saw. You can get it Woodcraft for $764.
it's $764.99 on Amazon with free shipping
For the Jet,
for the Jet.
does that come with a table though?
No, it comes with a switch though.
Yeah,
Does not
I
come
would
with a stand.
I would definitely get the foot switch. Foot switch is so much easier and to use.
Yeah, it comes with the switch, but it doesn't come with a stand. And the head on it tilts just the same as the table stays flat,
Yeah, see, I would probably go with the Jet then.
or it looks like it does.
Well, I know that the King Industrial.
Yeah, it
does.
says the arm tilts 45 left and right.
Yeah.
So and
But you all know, if you don't want to put the money into a scroll saw that you know is going to last you, and you like to do woodworking, you can always go old school.
I don't think so.
What?
No.
Toki saw? Yeah.
Yeah, you can always go back to old school.
Or fret saw.
yeah, with the stand on Amazon, it's $9.99 free shipping plus the switch.
That's still a really good price, honestly.
Okay.
Because the thing is, you're buying an industrial use saw rather than a hobby use saw.
Right.
So you know it's built for industrial use rather than some weekend woodworker, right? And that's pretty much why I bought. Well, that's pretty much why I bought the X21. Even though I know when I first started off, I was just a weekend woodworker, but it turns out that I spent more time on it than just the weekends.
Now, if you want a 20-inch Delta, you can get one for used in acceptable condition, $196.86. New, they're $342.96. Just throwing that out there.
Question: has anyone done dovetails on a scroll saw? Charles has. You can do dovetails on a scroll saw. I've not done them, but I'm not saying I won't try them, because the problem is with dovetails is you can do dovetails on a table saw. You can do dovetails with a router table and a router, and so I don't see why you can't do dovetails on a scroll saw. It's just I've never done it myself.
Chris says Steve Good has videos comparing the big name saws. Does that include the Jet, Chris?
I see. I don't know if that he does or not. I have the Jet on there, but like there, I know one of my woodworking guides books that I have all the time. I believe it's Woodworkers, American Woodworker, and I believe they do cross checks of like all the major brands all the time, like routers, table saws, scroll saws, planers, and they usually choose the bigger ones too. Delta, Ryobi, Metabo, who are the other ones? Festool, and actually Festool does actually not rank number one. It's usually like 2 or 3 down the line. for the amount of money you pay for it, you think it'd be number one across the board on everything.
Yeah, you'd reckon.
I don't even know if Festool makes a lathe. Do they basically just make all hand tools, like power hand tools, though, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Festool is just power hand tools and jigs and stuff like that to go along
Yeah, I
with them.
can't afford Festool though. Unlike all these European woodworkers that got walls of all the Festool tools.
Yeah, and they're all in sustainers too.
Well, yeah, well that's how they sell them, right?
Yeah, they sell them like that, but they also can add on, like they'll have a whole wall full of small parts in those little sustainers.
Max says he got his Delta on sale on Amazon for $2.99. New.
Freaking Delta.
Shaylee does great work on her Delta.
Oh, I know. Like I'm not putting it down because the last time I worked on a Delta was probably 10 years ago, and I didn't like the double Allen key system that they had on it.
Well, at least the double Allen key is better than like like my Craftsman. It only has the Allen key, and you've got to put a wedge in there to hold the bottom clamp in order to hold it still to get the blade in and out.
Oh, yeah. Russ said Steve Good did a review of all three of them, the Jet, Seiko, and the Pegasus. Did he have a preference, Russ? Or which one came out on top in his reviews? Is what I'm asking. Because I'm too lazy to go watch it.
He runs a DeWalt, doesn't he?
I believe so.
I actually haven't watched a Steve Good video in a long time.
Yeah, he runs DeWalt, but he, like Billy said, he did do the reviews on them, and I forget, I watched that video. It's just been a long time since I've seen it. Which one came out on top on his preference?
Yeah, Russ has said Jet was number 3, he thinks.
Oh. Dave said, so old school. What's actually a smooth running saw in the old stuff? And do they take a modern pinless style blade, etc.?
Old school, I would go with a Delta. Like if you're talking old school saws, I would go with a Delta. Now there are a lot of American old school names that I really don't know. You'd have to check with Rick Hutchinson. If you want to check out Rick's site, because he has all his 800 saws that he has listed up in his room upstairs. What's Rick's site? I didn't even have it listed here. I thought I did. Oh, at Rick apostrophe S scroll saw. Go to Rick's scroll saw, and you can view all his 800 friggin' scroll saws that he has. He's even got those old treadle saws, and but I do know that most scroll saws now you can buy universal adapters for them. The Pegasus. You can buy Pegasus for Excalibur, the Delta, the DeWalt. You got to make sure that you specify which one you're getting though, because they are brand specific. Even though they're universal, they're brand specific still.
Wow, that scroll saw is smoking.
Oh yeah, so fast I'm burning.
Better slow down there before you have a garage fire.
Yeah, it might take me another 2 hours to finish this cut.
Yeah, I saw the smoke coming off it.
You think it was a Shay's house?
couldn't have anything to do with that cigarette he's holding in his hand.
Nah. I don't see no cigarette on nowadays.
I'll be right back.
What happened?
What?
Oh, I accidentally hit it with full screen.
You know, I actually miss talking with Rick Hutchinson on our Scroll Saw shows. He used to be on Charles' show all the time.
Yeah, I didn't get involved in this till late.
He would do videos of him turning as well, and he would teach turning classes, and he would show his shop afterwards. he's got shops everywhere on his property, and like the upstairs of one of his shops, he has at least 800 scroll saws up there.
Jiminy Christmas.
And they all work, and I think he has like 60 lathes, and they all work too. And like I said, he teaches turning classes as well. And after he does a weekend of turning with a class or whatever, he'll show the shelves, and there's like mega everybody turns like probably 5 or 6 bowls in every one of his classes.
Fine. Leonard Davis says, "Good night, guys. Take care, Leonard."
Thanks, Leonard, for joining us. See you later on another show.
Dave's asking, where do I look up Steve Good's reviews?
They're on his website under product reviews, I believe. Hang on, let's go take a look.
Scroll Saw Blogspot or Scroll Saw Workshop Blogspot is Steve Good page. And I think his reviews are on there.
Or stevedgood.com. Yes, his catalog for all his patterns. So, where are they at? Reviews. I don't see reviews here. See, I know yeah, see, he's probably working on a Seiko now because he's Scroll Saw Specialist, doing business since '86, recommended by Steve Good. Yeah, he's got all kinds of tutorials on his page too. How to adjust blade tension. Yeah, you have to look it up on his site then. No, Rick Scroll Saw. Just give me a sec. I'll look this up. I'll put the the link in the chat here. Okay, just go to scrollsaws.com, and it's Rick Hutchinson. Scroll Saw information, and I know his where's it, shop pictures, I think it is. Yeah, it's in one of his shop pictures. It shows all the scroll saws on the second floor. So just go to scrollsaws.com. It's Rick Hutchinson.
Yeah, if you want to get an email from him, it's Scroll Saw Workshop. He's usually posting something daily.
What's going on over here? Still working on her patterns. There's a reason she's called Midnight Scroller because she's been scrolling all midnight long. Let's see if I can cut this one out breaking it too.
I didn't know he was in Kentucky.
Who's that? Rick
Steve
Hutchison?
Good.
No. All I know is American.
Yeah.
But I do know when you order stuff from him, he does free shipping to Canada, though.
I has returned. What I missed?
Nada. Other than Shaylee went to AOL. AWOL.
She's
Where'd
back.
you go, Kaylee?
She's going to go grab a drink. She's on the bottle.
On the
What
bottle.
you thinking?
What did I
Are
miss?
you thinking too much of the lady?
She's on the bottle.
What you doing on the bottle? So we're saying, who the heck are these guys?
She's like, what are you guys talking about? She's drinking. She's drinking too much.
Mountain Dew.
Good old Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Don't break it, John.
Oh, trust me, it won't break in my hand.
And
That's
when
a
he
lot.
dropped it,
That's the last place it wants to break. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I got to recut another one. I got to recut another one for tomorrow. Not a big deal.
you
And
just
since-
straight it up.
And see, and the thing is Charles said, "Oh, why don't you just stack cut them and just cut the letters out after, cut the words out after?" I'm like, yeah, I could do that, but you just know something was going to break, though, being as thin as they are. So, I don't know if Mimi is still here or not, but these are the patterns I pulled off of my woodwork that I did with my press and seal. So just to prove, see, I got press and seal on here, and the thing is, I can seal it back down. Well, I don't break my wood. I can seal it back down, and the pattern comes off in one piece. So I don't know what her problem is, but I'll walk you through putting it on my other pattern right now.
I don't rub it enough.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what he
shit.
said.
The Preston seal.
We all understood what you were talking about. No, honestly, we did.
Yeah.
That's all right, Shay. My wife pulled the same thing earlier today. She was,
Russ said there's the problem.
what?
Russ said there's the problem.
Yep.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just answering a message here.
I heard a crash.
Wasn't me.
That was me. I forgot to mute myself. I'll mute again.
Nobody.
All right, so my wood. Now I planed it down to get the extra rip cuts off of it, and oh, look at that! You can actually see the
Curl.
curling
Nice
in
curl.
that right now. Look at that! That's so nice, eh?
Yeah.
So I ran it through the planer, and I did have a couple of tear outs on this back side though, but it's the back side. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna use this nice front side. So I ran it through the planer, and then I sanded it down, and then I took my air gun to it, and now I'm gonna take my cloth to it, my tack cloth, because it's been sitting in my shop right now for a couple of hours. So just to get extra dust off of it and out of the grooves. Then you take your Preston seal, not sponsored. You take your Preston seal, just like aluminum foil. Shay, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you there.
Max
Thank
says
you.
John sure does like to brag about his wood, and he just keeps stroking it. LOL.
Then just roll it out and lay it on.
Okay, I'm
Cut
gonna
it
do this with you.
Oh yeah, I like you do. I like it when you do things with me.
So why is Shaylee afraid of aluminum foil?
It scares her.
Yes, I hate it.
She's got an aluminum foil phobia.
Why,
I don't know.
Shaylee?
Makes me want to throw up.
Aluminum foil?
Yeah. I can't touch it. Extreme
Okay.
phobia of flip.
Then all I do is I basically put one edge down. You just got to press it down. It's not. Doesn't take a lot of pressure to put it down.
Something else because it comes back up.
Now I pull it tight to get all the wrinkles out. Just
You
like
said
when
it-
you're
you
dealing,
said that didn't work. It comes back up.
just like when you're dealing with vinyl, and I just push that on too, right? Push it on. And it's just sitting right there.
Okay.
Then I'll grab me.
Stop for a second. Let me do mine.
I just have my squeegee. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Did you
Steve,
wipe
why? Steve's asking why I planed it. I planed it down because it's when I bought it, it's rough cut. I got another piece right here. I'll show you. When I bought it, it's rough. It's rough cut, and it still has the milling marks on it. You can see these milling marks on here.
Yep.
So I basically planed it down just to smooth it out. That's the only reason I did it. Like you can sort of see the milling marks on there right there from the bandsaw when they milled them down.
Yeah.
So then it's probably 1/4 inch thick there. So I planed it down, sanded it, and I ended up with 3/16.
See, I can't pull mine tight.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's
wants to
a-
come back up.
It's the same as putting pre-mass down, right? Just go across your one edge and then pull it tight down the other side.
Are you using a tack cloth to wipe yours down first, Shaylee?
Maybe I'm tightening or pulling it too tight.
Maybe. John didn't pull it that tight. He just pulled the slack out.
Okay, that's my problem. Maybe.
You just got to pull it tight to get the wrinkles out.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So once it's on there, then you just take a squeegee, or just use your hand, or a piece of wood or whatever. And I usually just start in the center, right? I usually just start in the center. Like I said, you can use your hand. Squeegee's quicker, and just pull your edge taut, and just squeegee it on just to get it right onto the wood. That's all I do. And the thing is, I'm not worried about these little ripples. Oh, you can't even see the ripples on the screen.
Well, the sides are coming up now. It's bending. Hold on.
Just pull it taut.
I'm gonna get it.
You just pull it taut then.
No, Mac, I've not heard about the famous Shaley foil phobia.
And then once it's on there, just trim your edge off. That's all you got to do. Do.
You're putting it sticky side down, right, Shaley?
Then just cut your edges off of it. Throw your excess in the garbage. And the thing is, that way your entire board is covered, so you can still see the grain, and you can see. You can't really see the little ripples that I got in my press and seal, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to see them anyway. So now your entire board is sanded. It's got a finished surface on it. It's good to go. You can spray glue on this, then spray glue the back of the pattern, apply it on here, and then when you're done scrolling it, you can peel it right off. You got a finished, complete front surface.
And boom, Biffy, you're done.
And just like that, Bob's your uncle.
Yep.
Okay, so now though,
I thought Bob was my
I do bigger. I'm gonna have to put a layer on, and this is where it gets messy for me. Is when I put another layer, it has like a lip.
Okay, hold on a
right,
second.
and it peels up.
So when you go to overlap another edge onto it, that's what you're saying?
Yeah. So like when I got it on, right? So like I have a
Yep.
lip here. Like I can't ever get the lip to go down. To
Just-
stay.
just-
and then
just
I put
run-
another one on top, and then it does.
just run your craft knife right across there to get the rolled edge off.
Okay.
And then when you put your other layer on, you can do the same thing. Just run your craft knife across it just to pull the rolled edge off, because your rolled edge is actually from the edges of your roll when it comes out of the container.
Okay.
Wow.
What was that?
I don't know, but it hurted.
I'm telling you, it did.
All right.
Not me.
I think it was John.
What? The noise?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a mic squeal or something.
Oh, I dropped my arm on the table.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay, Larry, what grit sandpaper do you start with? I only use one grit sandpaper. I only really ever use one grit sandpaper, and that's 180. So, okay, so once you're why can't I go back to my screen? Shay, you broke my computer.
I broke your computer.
That's what that squeal was. John broke his computer.
I probably. I'm not gonna say I didn't, because who knows.
Okay, so once your press and seal is on there, like I said, you can spray it with adhesive spray. Boop, adhesive spray. And all I do is I put just spray it.
You spray both sides.
Yes. Spray your wood side. Let it sit for a couple seconds. Then you spray your pattern.
Ah.
Hello, Steve.
Spray your pattern. Now, you don't want to spray it so that it's wet. You just want to spray it so that it's tacky, right?
Okay.
and you just let it air dry for a couple seconds, because your adhesive is basically contact cement. So you want both of them to get tacky, and then all you do is just put it right on and just rub it down, and your pattern is good to go.
So Billy, have you ever had like a zinger in your tooth?
A what?
Like a zing in your tooth? Like
Oh,
if you touched like foil or something?
You're talking like when you bite down on tinfoil.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I get that too. If I'm eating a burrito that's been wrapped in tin or aluminum foil, and I don't get it all peeled, and I get a little piece of aluminum foil in my mouth that gets on my tooth, I can feel the electricity of it.
Yeah. So for me to be near tinfoil, my whole body does that.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's
My
weird.
kids do oil on my food and everything.
I used to know a girl that if you touched cloth to any kind of cloth, where there's a t-shirt, a towel, whatever, if you touched it to your teeth, it would drive her nuts.
Oh, yeah, tinfoil's not my friend. I don't like it. I don't. Oh, you'll never see me in a tinfoil hat. I will let them read my mind. Vader, don't do that.
That's some good stuff right there.
How's your wife doing?
Ornery as ever.
Oh, good. That's a good sign.
She's been staying in her room most of the day. Comes out to get a glass of water. Right now, she's in the den watching TV.
Are you guys trying to stay away from each other a little bit?
We don't have a TV in our bedroom. Yes.
Good. Even though that's hard.
Yeah, I moved into another bedroom last night.
Oh, jiddly.
So now, once your pattern is on, then you can drill your entry holes. Now, because this is a custom portrait, I do not do like Charles, and I do not do it like Wes, and I don't use one of the fancy programs to do all my line art and everything to do patterns. So, Lawrence,
what do you do?
You can do 220, whatever. This is done off the exact photo. So this is just printed off the photo that I got from him. I'll show it to you right now. So the original photo, there's the original photo.
Yeah.
Right. So but the problem is it's in color and it's small. So all I do is I put it into my Corel. I take out the background, as much of the background as I want to, and then I enlarge it to the size I need, and then I just print it off on my laser. Now, because my laser prints in black and white, it basically gives you what you're going to be cutting. Right? That's the simplest way to do a portrait, honestly. Now, yes, it takes some experience to do a portrait, to make sure that you got all your bridges in the right spot, and to make sure that your pieces aren't going to fall off and everything else like that. So the thing is, like always, you want to start with your eyes, and then you do your nose. And the thing is, with the nose, because it's grayscale and not black and white, you still have all these extra nostrils and your nose front piece. But you basically just have to look at your photo. Like I basically use the photo's reference and then go back to my picture at the same time and just draw in what I'm going to where my holes are going to be cut out at. So the thing is, yeah, it's a little more involved than just having somebody else do it for you. But you got to make like the white of the eye. You got to make sure it's going to be bridged to the outside edge here somewhere. So basically, you're going to run a bridge across through here, and then cut out part of the dog eye. But just keep it making looking as realistic as possible. That's all it is, right?
Shaylee, Steve Combs said a buddy of his used to chew on the pull tabs he broke off of soda cans.
Oh,
it was
that
rather
would
hard to
drive
watch.
me nuts.
I would slap the idiot.
Max says that hurts just thinking about it, Steve.
That's horrible.
And the thing is, I really don't have to draw on this if I don't want to, because I can basically just follow the lines that are on there. And I know that basically I'm doing his head, like his face, his head, and basically to his crown. I call it crown. I don't know exactly what this portion of a dog is called. Hold on a second. This portion of a dog is called right here. I call it the crown, though. Right there. Basically, it's the top of his breastbone, which is basically this area right here. So that's basically as far as I'm going to be cutting out, and then his whole head will be cut out.
Alrighty then. Oh.
Shay's intently watching me trying to do something. What Shay, what do you want to watch me do? I'm looking at the thumbnail. I can see her face right up there.
Sorry. I haven't seen this done yet off of just a photo, so I'm just curious. You're Santa.
Got my naughty list in my pocket too.
She's a hot mess now.
Dave Weber says, fascinating, John. It makes it seem a lot easier to do a pattern from a picture.
I wouldn't attempt it.
Larry says, John, you started to answer my question.
What? All I ever sand with is 180, but you can sand down to however fine you want, though. Just give me 1 second. I gotta grab something.
1001. Time's up.
I don't think I'm getting this done tonight.
Yeah, I'm not getting my editing done tonight either.
Well, I ain't getting no sleep again tonight.
Okay, so here's a couple that I actually did. I stack cut these, but I asked permission to use them after.
Oh, full screen.
Okay, so they're dirty. There's the actual photo, and there's the cut. So all I did was I took the photo, blew it up, printed black and white, like on my laser printer, and just cut it out to size directly off the photo. And then I used the photo as a reference just to where I was going to cut at, right? So, for example, you can see that, like, I got a bridge on the eye here. Wait, where's my pencil at? As you can see. So as you can see, there's a bridge on the eye here, so that the eye wasn't floating, but there's no bridge on the
Right.
photo. So you basically
Right.
just have to add whatever you need to still make it look like the photo without any other problems, right? And the other one I did is this one here. Now with Madison here, the only issue I had was her teeth were floating, so I basically had to add her teeth in after, because you can't really bridge lips. So all I did was blow it up and then just printed it right off just cut it right off the photo. So same thing with the eyes. You basically just have to add bridges
Right.
for the pupils, and like I said, her teeth are floating in her lips. That's the photo. You just add till you make it look as realistic as possible. Right?
Yep.
Everybody in agreement with that? Does that look good to you, Shay? You like those?
Sorry, I can't find my hole.
Oh, why? And that's why you're looking downwards?
Max says, Billy, this is called public relations. You're getting your name out there so customers will find you. It's important work you're doing right now. Dave said, do you cut the bridge out after it's glued down then or paint them black?
Okay, what was that? Sorry, Dave. Do you cut the bridge out after it's glued down?
Or just paint them black?
Oh, you're talking the bridges on the pattern themselves?
Yeah, the bridges that you leave for the eyes and stuff.
Oh no, I just leave them as they are. See, I just leave them as they are. Like I said,
You could paint them black though if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Well, I think he froze up this time.
Yep. You froze, John. I don't know if you're hearing us.
He got all shook up.
Yep. Still froze. Still froze. And he said, power just went out. Let everyone know. Thanks.
Oh, bummer.
So he lost power. And now Herb apparently is in control.
This could be bad.
Yes, ma'am. I'm keeping an eye on you, young lady.
Dave said, shoot, I killed him. Max says, well, crap. Are we staying for a gab session? LOL.
We could.
Not if all we have to do is not if all we can look at is Herb. Because none of us have controls to change screen, I don't think.
Nope.
I think it's only the host that can do that.
Yep, it's only the host that can do it. Well, where'd it go?
Oh, he can't even shut down the StreamYard.
Oh,
John, do you want to message me and tell me how to do it?
The only way to do it is all of us leave.
yep.
Tell John I'll be up there in a couple of days to fix his power.
All right, kids. I will talk to y'all later.
All right.
Have a good
So,
night.
so we can kill his string.
Yep.
I don't want
We'll
to.
see you later, Billy.
If Charles comes in later, I'll be there.
I'm gonna sit here and talk to myself while all y'all gone. Y'all have a good night.
Ciao.
See you, Herb. See you, Billy. See you, Shay.